This is 9 in 9, Enneagram Wisdom for Life. Let's dive in. Hi, Kimberly. It's
Hi,
so
Jennifer.
good to have you.
Good to be here.
Thank you for color coordinating with me today.
Without even knowing it.
We're going to talk about life as a 3. And so I would love to know when you became familiar with the Enneagram and then how you came to know, like, okay, yes, this is my number for sure.
Yeah. Gosh, I have always been interested in personality tests. I mean, I remember being a kid and doing stuff in like Teen Vogue and Cosmo, like the little tests, we used to take in my graduate work. And we were doing a course on spiritual formation. And so we were kind of studying about this ancient Jesuit tool. And I really identified with it because it didn't feel like some of the other indicators where one is good and one is bad, or you hope you're this and not that.
Right.
Every single number had its strengths and every single number had its shadow sides. And that resonated with me. So
Yeah. How did you know you were a 3? Do you remember that discovery process?
I took the test. I think when I just read the headings, I thought I was an 8.
Okay.
But when I took the test, I was obviously a 3, the achiever, performer, whatever people call it.
Mm-hmm.
And it is dead on. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know many people more 3 than I am.
The motivation of a 3, to achieve and perform with efficiency.
Yes.
And that need for affection and esteem.
Yes.
How do you see this playing out in just like a day in the life?
Oh my gosh. Well, efficiency is a big issue. If I'm driving somewhere, I want to go the most efficient route. Mm-hmm. So this means there are countless battles with my husband about, let's do this, or we're just on vacation. And we had to go get some items for Max before we head out on the road. That morning, we stopped at Starbucks to get food. I said, you guys just wait here and pick up the food. I'm going to walk over. Oh, no. It's not going to be that long. But to me, that's wasted time, right? That we could have already finished with this over here and we can be on the road. I don't know why I'm in a hurry to get everywhere, but I am. I want everything that I do to be done efficiently. I am also an academic. And so the notion that I am achievement oriented and an academic is just a double whammy for me. Because the academy just kind of gives you tiers and you climb to one and then you climb to the other. And so that's the story of my life.
How do you find yourself in the avoidance, which is the avoidance of failure? Do you see that popping up for you in
She's
the daily?
asking me this question like she doesn't know. Yeah. Failure is the worst possible, scenario. Achieving and performing and doing it in excellence better than anybody else has ever done it in humanity. All of these things are my very reasonable goals.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my goodness. So in your life and in, you're a mom, you're an executive director, you're all the things. What is the gift of being a 3? How is it helping you, serving you? What's the best part about it?
Well, one, I'm a high producer. Like I can get a lot of things done with very little time. Like I can bang it out, and I will. If I have to limp in there without arms and legs, I will finish the task. So I'm a very good worker. I'm very good at a salaried position where they don't pay you anymore the longer hours you work, or because I will give everything. It's just my nature. That's true for my kid, for motherhood, for friendships. I just, that's very much a part of what helps me get all the things done that every woman has. We all have these lists of incredible things that we're trying to balance and manage and get through. The performer side, I would honestly say this. I have to say this with a caveat that, I'm very comfortable on stage. I'm very comfortable in front of a camera. I'm very comfortable in front of a microphone. I'm less comfortable in one-on-one, a deep conversation plumbing into my soul. So as a speaker, as a preacher, as a person who does this for a living, it has served me well because I am just naturally more built for stage than I am for the offstage, backstage, connected, deep, intimate stuff.
Yeah. And that probably actually speaks more to your subtyping than your actual number.
Okay.
Yeah, because you are the social 3.
Yes.
So
Okay.
that can be a conversation for another day. Yeah, and that reminds me that I'm going to link to the podcasts on the subtypes in the show notes.
Good.
So
I'll
that's
listen
perfect.
in. Yeah.
Thank you. How is being an Enneagram 3 hard?
You are just always in a competition. Even if not with other people, with yourself, you have to finish the thing. There is no grace for not getting it done or not doing it the hardest way or not achieving the most primo award position accolade. There just isn't a lot of grace or self-compassion. So yeah, that can be really, really hard to have that going on, banging around in your head all the time.
How does the core emotion of shame, sadness, grief, do you feel that undercurrent?
You and I have talked about this. I don't feel a lot of undercurrent. I'm not in touch with a lot of undercurrent. I know the most wounding thing in the world is to be rejected. I've lived that, I've experienced that. Is devastating for me. That's always what I'm afraid of. But as far as in a given moment, being in touch with whatever's going on underneath.
The feelings.
Yep. I have to have someone help me get to that.
Yeah, that feeling repression is so interesting in the 3 because we lead with feeling, meaning we can read a room. We know, we're very aware of what's going on around us.
Of other people's
feelings. But we don't have time or space or energy or whatever it is. We're just my feelings, I'll deal with those later.
Right.
Yeah. I call it the flat tire. So it's a real hindrance. So when we talk about affection and esteem for the 3, you have already said rejection is the worst possible scenario. How are you constantly aware of affection and esteem?
That I need it. If I cook dinner, I want to know that it's the best dinner you've ever had. And you're so glad that I made, soft tacos tonight. I very much want to be held in esteem. I want to live the sort of life that people can say, she did that right, or I would like to do that way. So I'm very aware of things like legacy and investment of time and relationship, because I want people to value what I did with and for them.
Is there anything you wish that other people knew about Enneagram 3s?
I would say the thing is you cannot not compete. You cannot.
Well, even if it's just with yourself.
Even if it's just with yourself.
Yeah.
You cannot not compete. And for someone to just say, just don't do it. Or just don't, you don't feel like going, just don't go. You might as well be saying, bounce your head off the wall. I mean, that completely has no resonance because I don't have it in me. A 3 does not have it in her to not compete, to do the best she can, to try to be the best at the thing. That just is our state of being. Yeah. The other thing would be, we're always trying to earn the affection, the approval, the acceptance, the esteem. It's never earned, which is why this particular number, you really have to have some tools, some spiritual development around how to relate to God. Because if not, you could try to earn God's love. You don't know that until you get some tools around that, for sure.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to be a part of our next round of Enneagram 101 classes, Just go to the show notes or the bio, and all the information will be there.